Hi, have you ever felt like you're juggling 1,000 roles, partner, parent, leader, and somehow still feel a little adrift? Like no matter how much you do, it never feels quite enough. The thought, what will it actually take for me to be truly happy, content, fulfilled? Well, you're not alone. I know this feeling all too well. Hi, my name's Tracy. I'm a qualified counsellor, leadership coach, and let's be honest, a recovering control freak. I'll just get it out there. If I'm honest with myself, I found so much of my self-worth in what I achieved in any given day. And all of this looked like busy all the time. I'd tell myself I love having full days. I thrive on projects and commitments. And there's many experiences and relationships over that time that I'll be forever grateful for. The truth is, I am framed to carry a weight and to work really hard. And I work best in the context of complex relationships, whether it's families or teams. But looking back now, with perspective and wisdom, it was never about the what I was doing or how it was being done. It was all about who I was in those moments and why I was doing them, my motivations. And this cost me more than I gained, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. And this is the Live Aligned conversation. I spent years of just trying to hold everything together, always feeling like I had to prove my worth through my busyness. I remember somebody saying to me, be careful creating a dragon because then you have to feed it. I think I was creating a new program or a new event. My life was a hungry one. It was a hungry little dragon. But I didn't know any other way. This was what was modeled to me by my parents, by my mentors, and by my church culture, my church life. But I do now. I've learned that true peace isn't found in doing more. You can still have a very full and rich life, but it's found in coming home to yourself. And that's exactly what this Live Aligned summer series is all about. Over the next few weeks, we're going to walk through 6 powerful questions inspired by the Live Aligned process to help you come back to what matters most. We're going to talk about what makes me feel most alive, which will be all about our values. What do I want more of this summer season? We're going to talk about vision. How is God inviting me to live with eternal purpose here, now, in this season? What do I need to release? Are there some beliefs that are limiting you moving forward and realizing the life that you know God's called you to? What relationships do I need to really nurture this summer? And who do I want to become in the next season? So stick around to the end of this video because I'm going to share with you a little freebie which will kickstart these questions and help you realign when you feel adrift. But I want to tell you a little story, because it's the everyday moments that tell the true story of how grounded you are in your everyday experience of life, not the curated highlight images on your socials. Moments like sitting at the breakfast table with my girls. The sun was streaming in. Oh my gosh, I love the morning sun. There was laughter and I'm making pancakes, but my mind was already racing ahead to my to-do list, what I had ahead of me in the day. So I was physically there, but I was not really there. Let these moments become a wake-up call, a whisper from within that says, hey, You're here, but you're so missing it. Again, at the time, I didn't know any other way, but I do now. And I've realized that I can really easily default to living a constant state of doing, juggling all the balls, or keeping everyone else happy, making sure that everyone else is okay, while completely losing touch with myself, what my soul needs, what I've been put on this planet to steward. And I'm only going to be great for the people that love me and that I love if I'm good within myself. And that's when I knew I really needed a way to check in with myself and find my true north again. And so I created this little compass, a soul compass. And I'm going to tell you how to grab it. That's the download that I'm going to share with you at the end. It's inspired me to create this little soul compass, this compass reflection tool. It's simple, it's powerful, but it's a great practice to quickly get you back on track and heading in the right direction. Because if you want to get where you haven't been before, and we're all moving forward and we're always growing into our future, which is often uncertain, you need to know your current location. I'm always going, hey Siri, where am I? This little reflection tool will help you do just that. So let's walk through the 4 directions of the tool now. So the first direction that we're looking at is north, your true north. This is like your anchor, the place where your heart says, this is what matters most to me. Where in your life do you most feel at peace, most at home? Maybe in the quiet of the early mornings, a walk in nature, or time with loved ones where you're fully present. It may also be in the hustle of a team project or the sweat of a workout where you're most aware of your strengths. Just take notice and take note. True North isn't about perfection. It's about presence. It's about coming home to what makes your soul feel alive. The second coordinate is east. And that's like the dawn of possibility. East is where the sun rises, where new possibilities begin. So what's stirring in your heart, even if it's just a whisper? Maybe it's a creative spark you've been ignoring, or a dream that's been buried under the weight of expectations and your to-do lists. East invites you to listen to the gentle nudge of possibility. What's God calling you to? Even if it feels small or tender, again, take notice and take note. The third coordinate is south. And south is your roots, your foundations, the stuff that goes down deep. South is this place of honesty, of authenticity. It asks, what's challenging you right now? Maybe it's the weight of the shoulds or old patterns that keep pulling you off course. Maybe your spiritual practices have begun to feel like a real chore. Friendships have become superficial, or you find yourself playing it safe in your business. South invites you to get real with yourself. What's heavy? What's hard? What's really not working for you? This isn't about judging yourself. It's about naming what's true so that you can grow beyond it. The final coordinate is west. And that's like the setting sun. West is this place of release. What are you ready to let go of? What is no longer working for you? It did once, and that's awesome. But you sense that it's not working for you anymore, and you cannot take it into this new summer season. Maybe it's a belief that you have to earn your worth through endless doing, or a commitment that you've just simply outgrown. Maybe it's the guilt of saying no, or the fear of saying yes. West says, I'm done carrying this and I'm going to lay it down. Now, research from Dr. Kristin Neff at the University of Texas actually shows us that self-compassion, these sorts of practices, pausing to tend to what's really going on in your heart, in your soul, reduces stress and builds greater resilience. It's not about fixing yourself. It's about taking notice and caring for yourself. And this is exactly what the Compass Reflection Tool offers you. It's just a gentle, practical way to realign with what matters most. So let's make this real together. I want you to close your eyes for a moment. Take a slow, deep breath. And I want you to picture yourself standing in a beautiful, quiet clearing. Psalms 18:16-19 describes a sacred space just for you and God, a place of salvation, sozo, where everything is made right, and love. And you're holding a compass in your hand. You look at the north of your compass. What feels steady and true? You look at the east of your compass. What's whispering to you? What's calling you forward? You look at the south. What's heavy on your heart? You look at the west. What's ready to be released? Just let those questions settle in. You don't have to force the answers. Just listen for what's there and trust that the Holy Spirit can speak to you. A little story to bring this to life. Picture someone who's running on empty, their mind's always spinning, their calendar's always full. They're realizing that their true north isn't in the hustle. It's in those slow Saturday mornings with her family, where they laugh and just be. They're feeling the dawn of possibility, and for them it looks like carving out time for themselves. Maybe it's the simple practice of journaling, maybe a walk in the fresh air. They're also noticing the weight of trying to meet everyone else's expectations, and they're feeling ready to release that, trusting that their worth isn't tied to what they do, the commitments that they have, but to who they already are. And today I just want to invite you to pause, grab a journal, or just find a quiet moment to reflect and let the compass be the guide for your soul. What's aligned and true? What's stirring in your heart? What's challenging you? And what are you ready to release? And here's what I promised you. It's a free compass reflection guide which details those questions and adds some thoughts. It's a printable PDF, prompts this journaling space. You'll find the link in the bio. You can download it, print it out, and use whatever you need to check in and realign. I'd love to hear from you below if you've got any thoughts or any comments. If you want to ask any questions, leave me a comment and subscribe. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. The more subscriptions I have, the more flexibility I have with this platform. And I just want to thank you for being here today. And remember, you don't have to figure it all out. Just start here with these questions and gentle reflections. You're already enough. You're already worthy. You've got this. I believe in you. Let's just keep walking this journey out together. So see you next time.